What's going on YouTube, and thanks for coming back for another video. Alright guys, so I know it's been a while since I uploaded my last video, and to be honest, I've just been kind of lazy to come out here, especially with this heat. I just come out here and mow the lawn and I go back inside. But today I'm going to be applying Hydretain for the first time on this lawn to see if I get any success, because it is struggling a little bit, especially with these high temps we've been having and no rain. So I'm going to be giving that a shot back here, see if I get any success, like I said. But before we get started, I just want to show you guys a quick update. Since my last video, if you guys remember, I installed a sprinkler system and I replanted grass in a bunch of this whole area right here. As you can see, it grew back really good. Except a couple little spots here and there, but I'm not too worried about them. I mean, I'm gonna reseed all this during the fall anyway. So alright guys, so like I said, my last video was installing some sprinkler system that I have right here, and so far it's worked really well. I even replanted this whole area with grass, and even though it was pretty warm and hot, it actually grew back pretty well, except a couple of areas, like I said. But you know what, it actually did really well, even though it was summertime basically when I reseeded. But yeah, there's a couple areas where I want to really test out this Hydretain, as you can see over here. And then there's a couple of spots over here where it looks like it's struggling a bit, so I wanted to give a shot back here and see how it does with the ryegrass. My previous house, I tried it out. It was a turf type tall fescue. I didn't have great success doing it over there, but it could have been my fault, because what I did was I literally cut my sprinkler timer in half, and people from Hydretain actually wrote to me and suggested that I just reduce the amount of days I'm watering, not necessarily the amount of time I'm watering. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that on this lawn and see if I get any success, and we'll see what happens. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so here we go. This is the Hydretain. We're doing the liquid one. Very simple to use. Just attach your water hose to the back, turn your water on, and then right here we got the little nozzle. Once you're ready to spray, just push it back to the on position, and then just go ahead and spray your lawn. In the back it does say it recommends to use it on damp soil, and after we're done applying, we're gonna water the root zone with about 1/4 of an inch of water. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. Alrighty guys, so there it is, all sprayed, and we'll come back in a few days and check if we see any results or not. You can see a couple of little areas that I was talking about, and I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but this lawn back here, I think the only reason I'm actually able to maintain it pretty good for being the summertime, it's been in the hundreds out here, is the amount of shade it gets after a certain time. So this area gets shaded, I would say since about 3:30 in the afternoon. I started getting shade just like this. And if you notice where it's struggling, that's where it doesn't get that shade. So that's where it's going to be tested out really well with the Hydretain. See if it helps out right here. And then the same thing for this other side. This area does get some shade, but it also gets a lot of sun as well. This area over here, I'm not even trying to bring that back to life, to be honest. That area just gets sun all day, since early in the morning till about 7 o'clock in the afternoon. It just gets hit with the sun and I couldn't bring it back. It was just too hot for the seed to germinate. It could have been my fault as well. When I installed the sprinkler system, I should have installed a separate little zone over here to wet this, and I could set that off, going off more. But you know what? If anything, I could just install that during the fall time. So I'm more focused on this side. So basically from this little slide, all that, it's doing pretty good. So yeah guys, I'll come back in a few days and we'll do an update, see how it looks. Alright guys, so here's the lawn. This is 1 week after I applied Hydretain, and I think for the most part I really do think it did help. I mean the lawn right now is super long. I haven't mowed it since last week, so I'm gonna go ahead and mow it real fast and then we'll take a closer look. Alrighty guys, so there you go. Let's just cut it real quick. Do a double cut this way and then that way. And it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but I do think it has helped. Especially over here, there was this little area that was kind of dying out a little bit. And especially where I do get a lot of shade, that you could tell the difference really good. There's other areas where it was struggling more. It does seem to help out just a little bit, but not as much as I wanted it to. But that could be my own fault. I just think I let this go too far before I applied the Hydretain. So that could be my part, because the rest of the lawn looks really great. But up here it actually has improved. Down here just slightly, but like I said, not the whole area was, came back. But that, like I said, could be my fault. I think I just waited maybe just too long before I applied Hydretain. But for the most part, I do believe it really does help, especially like I said in this area. So I think if I would apply this area before it got to this point, it would look way better. But like I said, it does look slightly better to me. It's not back 100% like the rest of the lawn, but it does look slightly better. And like I said, the rest of the lawn looks really good. It's really dark green back here. But yeah guys, I would say if you live in an area where you have drought, I would recommend using Hydretain, because I can notice a difference. But I would use it before it gets to this point. On the bottle it does say use as needed, so if anything you could apply it a couple times as you need it. So I might reapply it today, or if not, maybe tomorrow, because believe it or not, it actually rained this morning, but it's still gonna be in like the very high 90s to about the hundreds this next week. So I don't know, I might reapply it. I'm not too sure yet, but I might just reapply it just to be safe, to make sure it doesn't get to that point again. But yeah guys, here you go. Here's the lawn. Looks really good, nice and dark. So yeah guys, I hope you guys like this little video I made of Hydretain. And please guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.